trying to survive through high school, there were many moments where I thought I wouldn't be able to make it through. However, these hard moments of my life turned into valuable lessons that I would be able to use for the future. The lesson that was most valuable to me was the importance of allowing my goals to inform my relationships. Knowing your end can help you form your future. Life is hard, but working toward a meaningful end is what redeems suffering along the way. Therefore, it is wise to choose relationships with people who are understanding and supportive of your ends. Learning to set boundaries with people can be difficult, but it is more difficult trying to get back on track to accomplish your purpose if you are surrounded with people who aren't pushing you to be better. The book Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl observes that everyone needs a purpose in life to make suffering worthwhile. Some think that living to please others gives them a purpose in life. However, not only does this show that their priorities aren't straight, but it shows that they lack values. I've had many broken friendships for making the mistake of changing who I was to be accepted. However, I didn't realize that a true friend is someone who accepts all of your flaws and imperfections, yet seeks to correct you to help you pursue your end goal. Through middle school, I felt a constant fear of not belonging, and this fear followed me throughout high school. It became a habit for me to try to change myself in order to fit in, changing my personality to seem more likable. And it wasn't until I became friends with Morgan, my best friend, that I learned that it was okay to be myself. I faced constant tension in my mind of not wanting to be myself out of fear of rejection from my peers. Regardless, Morgan brought out my true personality and showed me that it was okay to be myself, and to not live in fear of rejection of others, but to have fun being myself. Her friendship has not only taught me to accept myself, but it has also taught me to accept constructive criticism that will guide me towards accomplishing my end goal. It is important to have friends that support and recognize your goals because they will tell you how to correct your mistakes and push you towards reaching your goals. Surrounding myself with people that are supportive and caring has helped me even in my darkest moments. Last year on November 5th, my grandpa passed away before the first basketball game. It was very hard for me to keep myself together and not burst out crying. However, I did end up letting my emotions get to me, and the tears just started flowing out. But my friends in the Highlands community surrounded me with love and acceptance. On the day of my grandpa's funeral, I saw Anne-Marie and Morgan come into the church, and I had never felt so much comfort. I knew God had placed them in my life to continue following my path towards Him. This lesson has taught me to use my end goal to help me choose the relationships I get involved in, and use it to help me find true friendships that help me grow and get closer to God. I plan to put this lesson to use in college when I make new friends and surround myself with people who will nurture my values and not sway me away from the path to my end goal. There's a page missing. Well, I would just like to give my thanks. My thanks to Morgan for being my best friend. Thank you for being like a sister to me, and for being always the loudest in the room and never failing to make me laugh the hardest, even to the point where I almost peed my pants. And for loving me like a sister. You have shown me what true friendship looks like, and even though we are going our separate ways, I will never forget the lessons we learned and the memories we made. To Anne-Marie for being so obsessed with me that you're not only following me through middle school and high school, but through college as well. Your weirdness has infected me in a good way, and I would like to thank my mom for working so hard to get me this far in life, for always being at my right hand, making sure I have everything I need, for being my adoration buddy, and for dedicating your life to giving my sister and I as many opportunities as you can. I would also like to thank my sister. Thank you for being the best gift God could ever give me, and for loving me like a daughter. You are not only the best friend I could have ever asked for, but you are my best, You push me to be better every day. Your emotional strength inspires me to grow and be more like you. We have been through so much together, and I can't wait to go to college with you. Finally, thank you all for listening.